Hey everybody, good evening to you. So I'm sitting here with Queen Booger. There she is. Hello, Booger. Want to say hi to everybody? She was just curled up on my lap, and right when the react started, she's like, I'm gonna move around a bit. So I want to sit down tonight and react to a tarot reading that Sunburst Tarot just released about 4 hours ago called What Are the Rumors About Shantel in Syria? Because you guys got to know, there's talk around the neighborhood. I'm sure that whoever's in the area has heard about Chantal, maybe even seen her, and there are definite thoughts about her. And Sunburst Tarot is here to give us some insight about what are the neighbors thinking, and what's the family thinking too. They've got to have some thoughts as well. So I want to sit in and give my thoughts and opinions and my perspective along with Sunburst Tarot. And I hope you guys enjoyed this Tarot React. And if you do, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Also, don't forget to check out Sunburst Tarot on her channel. I'll leave the link down below in the description for the original link for the original video. And you guys can check her out. You can sub up to her, give her a like, leave a comment, and let her know you enjoy her doing these tarot readings on Chantal. So let's just get right into it. Just go ahead and pull up the screen. I'm all set and ready to go. Here we go. And take it away, Sunburst.
That Chantal is now living in, see her and feel about her. Uh, so I don't know. Let's take a look. So first things first, before I get into it, though, reminder: everything that I'm saying is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. No facts here, y'all. Just my opinion, psychic downloads, and the such. So if you want to use what I'm saying to help form your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions, please do so. If you don't want to, you don't have to. So with that, let's get into how does the community around where Chantal is feel about her. This card is popped up so many times. It's not even funny. So, the High Priestess. She is a low level, sneaky snake who people don't believe she is committed to the faith. They don't see her as committed to the faith. She lies, she's deceitful. People don't like her. Why is this? Because she's a foreigner. She came from outside. Also, there are stories about a double life. I don't know what kind of stories are being made up or what's fabricated, what's not. But with the world reverse, it's like whatever facade she's putting on, no one's buying it. Whatever.
Well, that's because I'm sure Chantal is not being careful about keeping up the disguise in front of people. Like, I don't know what people in the community have seen her or talked to her. She just said in her live stream today that the doorbell is always ringing. There's always people at the door. Does that mean that there are people coming in and out all the time? So if people are coming in and out all of the time, then that would mean they have a little bit of contact with her, and maybe they're picking up the vibe. She's wearing the hijab, she's wearing the abaya. She claims to be Muslim, but yet she's not acting in the way that a Muslim woman would. She's not going to a mosque. She's not praying with people. She's just not acting the way that she would be acting if she were true to the Muslim faith. And people are picking up on it.
Whatever she's trying to do, no one's buying it. There's a lot of like, what we're kind of seeing right now is not good, and we don't like it, because from a material influence, they're like, are you really connected to the faith?
Yeah.
There's a lot of questions on if she's really Muslim or not. And there's also questions about her marriage. A lot of questions about her marriage that I don't know if so, because what I'm seeing is like, when did this get here? I don't make the rules. When did this get here? Also, there's a. I'm just gonna put that to the side. Maybe I don't know. I don't know where it came from. Oh boy. It's the hopes and there's If she thinks people don't know about her YouTube channel, she is sorely mistaken. People know who she is. Because the hopes and fears is she's supposed to come in and put all this money in. She's the rich person on top. She's the emperor. She's got all the control. However, she is broker than a joke. She is not giving back to the community. She is not making it a better place, even though that is what's been promised. Because the negative influence is she's broke as a joke. She's not giving money like she was promised, like she promised or was promised. Uh, what's going for them is she's just kind of hanging around. Uh,
I'm going to be very interested to see what happens on her next YouTube payday. Her YouTube payday is on the 22nd. So I don't know if Chantal has made promises to people in the home or outside the home for help. But if she's made promises to people, oh, I'm going to give you X amount of money for X amount of things, if she doesn't follow through, there's going to be issues. There's going to be big issues.
there's like plans of like, what are we going to do with her when she croaks?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
here,
I'm sure that's a concern. But that's been a concern all along. And I mean, we see Chantal online. We see the filtered version of her, but there's the version of her without the filters. And Salah sees that version. Maybe the neighbors and the family see that version. And on top of the act, like just the image of Chantal, maybe they also see and hear other things that have given cause for concern. Maybe they're concerned about her lack of mobility, like she doesn't move around very much. Maybe her breathing might be heavy. Other things that they're picking up about her health that are making them wonder, is something going to happen to her? And if something happens to her, how are we going to deal with that exactly? Like, are we supposed to take her somewhere? The hospital, the morgue? Like, if something happens to Chantal, the family is not prepared to deal with that.
in the past, she was supposed to bring balance to this location, to this area. It was a highly anticipated thing. Like it was big news all over town, and here in the future there's some sort of news coming out. People want to talk about her and things she's got going on. There's
Ooh.
secrets that people know about her. There's communication that's coming out about her. There are people in this community it's like, you're going to be big news. She's not going to get away. If she thinks that she's getting away from big news or things coming out about her or things that are supposed to be talked about, people know who she is and people know about her YouTube channel in Syria. I will say that people know who she is and what her channel is in Syria. Just saying.
And people might be wondering, well, how would they know about Chantal? Well, I'm just going to go off Chantal's past history. Chantal likes to be a big deal. She likes to portray herself as a big deal. So, of course, Salah knows about her YouTube channel. He's connected to it. And if Salah's family is there, he's going to tell the family. They're going to ask questions about her. They're going to say, well, why are you with her? Why are you putting up with her? Like, what is this all about? And Salah has to explain to a certain extent. So he tells the family members, and then they turn around and tell other people, who then turn around and tell other people, and so on, and so on, and so on. So, yeah, it's going to get around pretty quickly who she is. She's got a channel, she's making money. I'm sure they do know about her channel pretty good.
And if she thinks, oh, they don't know about me, they just know me as Miriam, then no, 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 no. They know who you are, honey. They know who you are.
And another thing, Chantal, if you're in the home and you're acting completely out of pocket, if you're treating Salah badly, and remember, his family is there. If you're treating Salah badly, if the two of you are fighting, if you are portraying yourself as a Muslim woman, but you're acting very un-Muslim like, you're in the home smoking, you're getting high, you are committing gluttony, you're not praying, you're not keeping yourself clean, you are filthy, you're not spending time with the family at all, you're not helping out in any way, you're not doing the housework, you're not doing the laundry, you've given those people in the house no reason to protect you. and to hold on to your secrets. You're not doing your due diligence to make sure that information about you doesn't get out. You're giving them every reason in the world to talk about you.
So why was she so anticipated to come? Like, she was anticipated to come, like, she was hyped up, it sounds like. People wanted her, were excited for her to be there. So we're gonna take a look into some of what are some of the big stories, allegedly, that are going on around. Because it does feel like that she's got a lot of gossip around her. She is like the gossip of the town.
She is a spectacle. Wherever she goes, she is a spectacle.
So,
But then again, half the time she likes it that way.
how why was she so expected? Like, it seems like she was like supposed to be welcomed with open arms. Like, people are like, no, no, no. Like, she's good. You're gonna want be. Ooh, Queen of Swords reversed. Why is this? Why were people so excited? Because she was gonna be like, I'm gonna make you guys YouTube famous. There was something given here with the Queen of Swords. Like, why was she so anticipated? At the center of it, it's because her, like, people had heard her words fell hollow, or like she talked a big game. Why is this? Because she's like, I'm going to talk a big game about helping my people, giving out money, supporting local people, supporting local businesses, supporting everybody. Like, that's what she was supposed to be here for. Material influences, though, is she was coming to support people's families, and that's what it was told. It's like, you won't have to worry about money. However, from a financial influence, she's not there for the family. She's only there for herself. She was
Right.
supposed to be there as a family member, and she is now just turning into a recluse, I want to say.
I'm thinking of something in particular right now. I'm thinking of Chantal saying about a guy long ago, I just have to get into his house. It's always been her philosophy. I just have to get into somebody's house. And then when she's in the house, it's going to be doggone near impossible to get her out. So she'll say and do whatever it is she needs to say and do to get into somebody's life, to get in their house. And then after she gets in, she can do whatever she wants. She'll make those empty promises, but she'll never fulfill them. And I don't know if it was Salah that told the neighbors and the community, yeah, I'm bringing this person here and they're going to help out and they're going to help out the families and so forth. I don't know if he said that to people or she said that to people. More than likely it was him because, she really can't speak much Arabic. But if she told him to tell people those things, Salah, I'm sure, knew way ahead of time this woman is not about fulfilling her promises. I mean, I'm sure she promised him, I can take you to Canada and just stick with me, kid, and we'll get rich together. And that never happened. But he's very short in sight. If she's made promises to people and she does not fulfill them, and then she decides to take off and go back to Canada and leave him holding the bag again, like she did back in Kuwait with the whole pause situation. She went back to Canada and let him face the music alone. It's going to be a lot of problems for him in the community. The community is going to come down hard on him, and she's not going to care because she's going to be out of the line of fire.
Because the hopes and fears, again, she was going to be offering up money, gifts of, like, she was supposed to be offering gifts, emotional pleas, helping people. Like, that was the hope. Unseen obstacle, though, the Eight of Wands, she's doing nothing. She's staying sedentary. She's sitting her ass down and not moving.
Can I just offer up my thoughts on that real quick? I think it is cruel, very, very cruel, to approach a person or a group of people and you are someone, you have an abundance of something, or you're portraying yourself as having an abundance of something like money or food or resources. And you go to an area where there are lots of people that maybe economically, financially, they're not doing so well. And there's a lot of hardship and there's a lot of suffering. and you approach that person or those people and you say, I'm going to help you. I've got an abundance and I'm going to help you. It is cruel to offer help when you really are not going to offer help. You are filling people up with hope. You are giving them something to hope for. And then they find out you lied. Like for a brief moment, they had hope. Somebody from the outside is going to help us. Somebody on the outside is going to help us get more food, more water, make a difference, even in just a little bit of difference in our lives. You give them hope, knowing that you are not going to follow through. It's cruel to do that to people. To give them hope and what they're hoping for, what they're dreaming about, it's all along, it's a lie. It's cruel.
The negative influence here as well, the Five of Cups. Do I want to touch that? The negative influence here is everyone. Oh boy, I'm going to say something. Everyone knew Salah's mom. And when they see Salah, they're like, okay. And then when they see Foodie, they're like, how the hell are you with this woman? What would your mother say?
Yeah, what would your mother say, Salah? If your mom were alive today and you got with Foodie, what would mom say? I don't think she would approve. I think she would be heartbroken. I think she would be sad. I think she would be confused. I think she would be angry. Like, where did I go wrong with my son? For what reason and for what purpose is he with this person? I think it'll break your mom's heart. Really break her heart.
And her mom's sweet. Mama's sweet. Sweeter than a Georgia peach.
Mom's got real sweet energy. Very sweet energy. She cares about her son. And I'm sure it irritates her to know that Shantel is around.
She is so sweet and so kind and so nice. And no one understands how he's with such a vindictive, spiteful, argumentative woman. People do not understand it.
No, they don't.
There's also comments, I believe, made of, oh my gosh. Have you ever thought about what, like how would your mom feel about her? Because the negative influence here is Foodie is there were big plans and she is just shooting everything down. She's a my way or highway. She has fought with Salah in public. She has fought.
Ooh, T. So she's fought with him in public. That's surprising because she normally doesn't go out in public. Although she has done her outings with him. So is that when it happened? When she did the brief vlogs of them going out together? Chantal, you really shouldn't be fighting with him in public like that.
With Salah in public in this community, and people know about their fights. They are legendary. Because here again, the Seven of Wands reversed. Here in the past, it's like, oh, she was supposed to help us get through the door, avoid things, start a new chapter. And here in the future, she's got no money to help. She promised she was going to bring income and money into a community to help bolster everyone up. And instead she has nothing and has now become a liability to this community. And there's a lot of people who are like, how in the hell are you with this woman? This is
like I said, if Chantal walked into this and she made a lot of promises to people, she got a lot of people that got their hopes up. She wanted the support of the community. She wanted the love of the community. They welcomed her with open arms. They fed her. She talked all the time about how they would invite her over for tea and they fed her. They offered her to make a part of the community and she rejected it. She took everything that was offered and she gave nothing back. She had no intention of giving anything back. So you took from this community, Chantal, and you're not giving anything back. And you think the community is still going to support you? Do you think they're going to protect you? Oh no. No, 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 no. You are a dark stain on the community. And you're causing so much chaos. They have no reason to protect you.
Like your mom, like what would your mom? I'm gonna be saying this, and this is a phrase that's in my neck of the woods, which is like your mom has to be like I would be like your mom's probably rolling over in her grave knowing about all this. Now I don't mean to be disrespectful or anything to other cultures. I'm just saying like that's what my culture would say,
Yeah.
and that's what I've kind of have like known it as. Okay, so we're gonna do something a wee bit different now.
Hmm.
And I want to take a look at some of the rumors, stories that are kind of going on in the community about Chantal and maybe Salah. Like, what are some of the major stories that are being put around in this community about Salah and
Yeah. What's the tea?
Chantal? What are some of the major ones? We're going to look into a few and go from there. How many more do I want? One more or two more? One more? Maybe that was it. Maybe that was it. No? This one? Okay. What's the one more rumor? There we go. Let's take a look at what these rumors potentially allegedly could be. So, comes to this deck, we will see. So we're just gonna leave the whole pile there. And then we're gonna grab out this deck because this one's always fun for some tea, some different things. So let's just do the first one. The first maybe big rumor. Lazy lover hardly puts in the effort around the house or with family obligations, feels resentful and burdened by daily chores. Well, that's the first rumor going around.
Yep.
And so what I'm going to do is we'll just do this here. I'm going to put these off to the side. And then let's take a look at who started this rumor. We're going to take a look at who started this rumor, why, and how does the community feel about it? Like, let's just see. How does the community feel about this rumor? Is it like scandalous? Is it big? Is it fun? Like, we know Foodie's pretty lazy, but
Yeah.
we will just keep taking a look at some of these rumors. Let's take a look. I mean, she's a lazy lover. Doesn't do anything around the house. Yeah, because she's apparently, I'm gonna give my money. She's also damn near, she's a vault. She's a vault. And the vault's dried up. This is a vault that's dried up.
I wonder if for quite a while, Foodie's been putting out the vibe of I'm coming to Syria. I got all kinds of money. Everybody in the community heard that she had all kinds of money. So they welcomed her with open arms. They catered to her, trying to be friendly with her. Foodie being antisocial as she is, and really not wanting to socialize with anybody. But she took everything that was offered to her, but trying to put off this vibe of I've got lots of money, I've got lots of money, I've got lots of money. So if anybody pressed on her to do housework, to do cooking, to do laundry, she could just go, well, I'm excused from doing all of that stuff because I've got a lot of money and I've got more money coming. So as long as I'm paying my money to all of you, I shouldn't have to do that stuff. I'm excused from the housework. I'm excused from helping with the cooking and the cleaning and the domestic duties. But I wonder if that's going to change on payday. See, she's on YouTube, and if she's just got her YouTube paycheck, she knows how much she's getting. When your pay period ends on that either the 30th or the 31st of the month, the very next day you know how much you've made the previous month. So you know uh, next month how much you're going to get. YouTube keeps a log of it. So she's known all along what her paycheck is going to look like. She knows exactly how much she's going to get. I don't think she got that much. Her live streams have been lacking. Her views have been going down. I don't know what she's getting in feeding money. Do I suspect that when she went to the hotel in Qatar, that it was kind of a working vacation where she was doing a lot of feeding requests while she was there? Oh, yeah. I think that she took a lot of feeding requests or the ones that she could get, and she made a little bit of extra cash. I don't know why she left a week early. That makes no sense. I mean, she was enjoying the food, she was enjoying the room, and it gave her the opportunity to make extra side money. But she left a week early, which is stupid. But as far as the YouTube money, she knows what her paychecks are going to look like. She knows. So I'm wondering if on the 22nd, when she gets paid, if she's made promises to people and she's promised X amount of money to X amount of people and she doesn't have it, or if she does have it, she's not going to give it, what that's going to mean.
Goodness. This is someone who also came from in the home. Like, who started this? Someone who's in the home. Why did they start it?
Somebody in the house tattling on her, somebody telling on her, somebody talking out of school.
Because of the Page of Pentacles. Because, like, you were supposed to give me something and you haven't done it back.
Oh, see, told you. So she made promises to somebody. I'll give you something. I'll help you out. And she didn't help out. So they're like, well, screw it. You're not helping me out. I'm going to start talking about you. I'm going to let the neighbors know about you.
This is like a bad exchange. It's like, you were supposed to give me money, but yet you didn't give me anything.
Sounds like Salah. Sounds like Salah has been talking to the family. The family been talking to the neighbors. And that's why the talk is getting around town.
Type of energy. Also, it's like, we don't want to bring too much judgment on the family, but it's time for Judgment Day. And there's Shantel. So, for a person who started it, how does Shantel feel about it? Yeah. Who started it? How does Shantel feel about it? How does the community feel about it? Okay, so the person who started this rumor comes from inside the house. Why is this? Because you were supposed to give us money. How does Shantel feel about this? Or, like, essentially, how does Shantel feel about this? She's like, I didn't want that out there. Why are you putting this out there? However, she's kind of just living high up on her hog, being like, I got everything that I could potentially want. I'm the queen. You should be serving me. The community is like, ooh. The community is like, ooh, that's tea. That's interesting. That's weird. Because down here with the tower as well, it's like, man, you're just delaying the inevitable over there, buddy. Like, why do you keep this one around? It's like, this person.
I'm sure the community has never experienced anything like Chantal before, a circumstance like Chantal before. They're like, of course they're going to talk about it. It's like, this is something completely different. This is like odd, very, very odd. People have questions like, why is he with her? Why is he putting up with her? He's fighting with her. Why is she wearing a hijab and a abaya when clearly she's not a Muslim? She's acting very un-Muslim like. I'm. They just got questions all over the place. The gossip is abound.
Sin's never around. She's like, I really don't. Chantal really doesn't care. The one who started it came from inside the house because, like, you didn't give us the money. Now you're supposed to be helping out, and now you're not doing it. And the community is just like, that star doesn't do a damn thing. How dare.
Yeah, she wanted to be the darling of the community, but it sounds like, well, that's over with.
All right. The next rumor is sheep. Appears to be stronger than they are, hides their weaknesses, true colors are revealed when times get tough or when challenged. How has that showed up? How has that showed up? Okay. How has that showed up in the community? Is this something that's like just a rumor? A story? How has that showed up in everyday? I'm hearing a shopkeeper.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is from a shopkeeper. This also comes from Salah. He's talking with other people.
Oh,
This is like it comes from the vault. It comes. This is another person. It comes from inside the house, where it's like, oh my god, I don't.
I just heard something when you put that card down, Sunburst. I heard passive aggressive behavior. And Salah's been doing a lot of it, not just in front of the camera, but behind the scenes. Like him going to people and talking about Chantal is passive aggressive behavior. He's so angry with her. He's so frustrated with her that him going to other people and talking about the business, that's his way of getting back at her. Like he's letting off some steam. He's letting off some of that anger. He can't talk to her about her issues and get them straight. He gave up on that. So he's talking to other people about her. Maybe there is a sense of embarrassment. Like he brought her there and now she's in the home and people are whispering about her. And he feels embarrassed because people in the community knew his family, knew his father, knew mom, knew what kind of people they were. And they don't understand, who is this woman? Why is she here? Why are you putting up with her? So he feels a bit embarrassed and awkward knowing that all this talk is going on. And he's kind of painting a picture of himself of, well, I needed the money. That's why she's here. But he's like, I'm here to get my head. He's making it clear to everyone, I am not in love with her. We are not married. Like he's just like, he's making it clear that he's not into her. I'm feeling like he's making sure everybody knows it's just business. I'm not in love with her. We're not being intimate. Ugh, just so everybody knows.
don't know if someone has a husband. This feels like, yeah, I heard them fighting again. Like I have my partner and our kids and we're doing just fine. However, like we're having to hear this people shout and fight at the middle of the night.
Jeez.
And like this person, they scream, they yell, they throw things. Like I've heard things in the middle of the night. And this is all about family. This is, I don't know if Salah has a friend or if this is someone he like sees as like a brother or like a family member, but this is a family member. It's like these two fight about money all the time. How does Chantal's like, I'm just gonna manipulate other people all around because I'm not leaving. You make it easy for me because I'm not leaving and you can't make me go. And I'm gonna manipulate you and do whatever I can. The community's like, oh, that's a death sentence waiting to happen. Uh, how the community feels about this story? They're actually kind of scared of her. There's something she has said that this person has told that scares the community because of the fights that they have, because of her true colors and who she really is. This is a rumor of like, yeah, she's not that good of a person. I mean, did you hear that they fought the other night and she said this and she's used a slur over there that is not flying well. And there's
Wow.
also been there's also been a threat of something that they're like, we're afraid for the people who live in this home." Ooh, she's not happy about this. Someone's not happy about me reading on this, but whatever. We've done worse. The other rumor, strings attached. Accepts relationships with stipulations, makes others sign a contract and follows the rules, dictates others' actions or mannerisms. Oh, they know about the contract relationship.
Oh, of course they do. Because Salah probably told them. Because who else knows?
They know about the contract relationship. They know that Salah is essentially does whatever she says because that's what it is. they know that this is not a legit marriage. This is a contract relationship where what she says he needs to do. But let's see who started this. Again, there's a lot of stories that come out of this house. Ooh, there's the
When you live with other people, it's hard to keep things from them, especially when there's numerous people. You got ears and eyes all over the place. All over the place. She's not living alone with Salah. There are other people there. There's even people inside the house, people outside the house. You got all these eyes and ears noticing things, hearing things, seeing things, and they're all talking to each other. How can you keep things hidden in an environment like that?
There's the Ten of Pentacles again. This is another family member who
Another
feels
one.
like I don't talk about a lot of stuff, but you didn't hear this from me. How does Chantal feel about it? Again, I'm not leaving. She knows what she's got, but this is the thing that worries her the most over there. People knowing about her actual marriage status and that this is not really real. This is giving her a lot of anxiety and sleepless nights because she wants to be seen as a married woman, but in reality, she's not.
I have a question. So it matters to her if people over there think that she's married to Salah. That's important to her. That everybody thinks that her and Salah are an actual couple. She's very concerned about that. At the same time, she's not acting like a traditional wife, like a traditional Muslim wife. She's doing very un-Muslim type things with the gluttony and the smoking and the getting high and fighting and being disrespectful and the lack of hygiene. It's very weird where she's placing her priorities. That she wants people to believe this lie of her being a wife. At the same time, she's not acting like a wife. So is it any wonder that people don't believe it?
How does the community feel about this? Not everyone in the community knows this. This is something that's kind of hidden for the majority of it, but there's a lot of speculation. There's nothing confirmed, but there's a lot of speculation. It's like, hmm, this is like the big bombshell. If this would get out to the community, this could cause legal issues. This could
Yeah.
cause like marriage.
So that's what she's worried about. That's why that's important to her. She's afraid that if word gets around to even more people, there might be legal issues. It might be a big no-no for, a man and a woman to live together if they are not married. There's going to be questions that are going to need answers. And if those with authority and badges start asking questions, that could be a problem.
Issues. Like this is like what needs to happen for like Chantal to get forced out. Why is this? Because the Two of Swords. It's like this is something we can't allow. Because again, I feel like it's against law over there. It's against the law, and it's like once that is potentially allegedly figured out, and it's like it's kind of confirmed a little bit. It's over. Like we don't have another option. We got to go. We got to say something. Just saying, but it's just a rumor. Just a rumor. Just a rumor. What other stuff we got here? Online bully. To get a response out of people convinces others to tarnish others' reputation and false narrative. Online bully. Again, if Chantal doesn't believe people know about her online presence over there, she is sorely mistaken. People know exactly what her online presence is and how not good she is online. Um, she's a dumpster fire online. People know that. This how'd this rumor start? How'd this rumor start?
That's not even a rumor, that's just fact.
This is the contract with the child Chantal has featured on her channel. That's where this is coming from. Uh, this is coming from the child's family. that family. Because Chantal lied. Chantal lied about the money. Chantal lied about receipts, about the care, about what she was given. They know that she is not a good person. They know this now. It how does Chantal feel about this? She's like, "Oops, well, I can't change that now." But she's very worried about more people finding out. Her reputation.
Yeah, like her payday's in a few days. It's literally in 4 days. So like all the money she got for Sasa, she gonna give them anything after she gets her YouTube check? Probably not.
Is getting slandered left and right at this point. Because how does the community feel? The community will oust her and kick her out or send her into exile. It feels like if they found they would hate her. They hate if they don't know how much of this rumor is true. Again, these are rumors. These are stories. Not everything is 100. But it feels like once people know about this story and people hear about Chantal was ostracized from the entirety of the community. And this is another reason she would get ousted from this community. It's frowned upon. The behavior that she exhibits and what she's done and the things and yeah, and not good. What other rumors, juicy things we got? Dating fiasco.
Oh,
Regrets engaging in short-term or long-term relationship with a partner. Long-term ramifications, should have known better. Is this about Salah or more of, is this about Chantal or is this about Salah? What's this all about? I don't think people like them together. I don't think people like them
no.
together at all. From this rumor. From the rumor mill of the community. How'd this rumor start? Because it was right in front of their face. And again, it comes from inside the house. There's so much that there are certain people here who are talking in the community constantly because and it has to come from people inside the house and what they're seeing, what they are saying, and details that they know. They know that this is just a dating fiasco between Salah and Chantal. It does feel like. How does Chantal feels like she's like, this is my burden, and I'm the one who gave him all the money for you guys to do things. She's like, this is my legacy. This is what I have. This is what I'm holding on to with my dying breath. How does the community feel about this? They're like, how dare? They're also, why is there a child involved? They're like, how can he do this to his own children? Or his own child?
Yeah, I'm sure the community, like, this whole thing is blowing their minds. If there are people in the community that have been there for years, that knew Salah when he was a child, that knew his father, knew his mother, knew other people in the family, know what kind of people they are. Their minds are being blown because they're like, where does this one fit in this equation? Like we know the mother and the father as being great, upstanding people. So why is one of their children hanging out with this living, breathing dumpster fire? This offensive woman, this gluttonous woman. How does that even make sense? I mean, they're trying to make sense of it, and you can't make sense of it.
People don't understand how he's doing this to his own child and what he's been putting this child through or children through. Uh, like they don't understand it. It's like, but he's got children. Why is he
Yeah,
with this one? This one can't even give him kids. It's like it's not going nowhere. Not giving you kids. All right, let's take a look at this last one. There's also three's a crowd here. Sorry, three's a crowd as well. There's another woman involved.
mhm.
Just saying. There's another.
So Neo Tarot has said numerous times there is another woman around. It could be the mother of his child. He might have a child with another woman, but there's definitely somebody there. I've seen her. Uh, Neo Tarot has seen her. Sunburst has seen her. Peeked to the Blinds has seen her. We don't know who she is, but she's there. She's definitely there, and I'm sure she does not like Chantal.
Baby mama. Chantal is not the first wife.
Nope.
Let's just be honest here. Chantal is not the first wife. She is the second wife, and she is the unwanted one. Okay?
She's the pay pig. She's a contracted pay pig. I know this sounds rude to say, y'all. Sorry. But it is what it is. She's not a girlfriend. She's not a wife. She is not loved or cherished or beloved by Salah. She is just the pay pig. She's just the piggy bank.
Okay. So the other thing too here is cold shoulder. Ignores when in public, acts single and detached from relationship. No public displays of affection, acts as friends. Do I even really need to pull on this? The other
No, not really. And it makes sense. I mean, anybody, even those of us that watch Foodie, I don't react to her anymore, but how many times have I said it? How many times have other people have said it? When you are in a relationship, like an intimate, loving relationship, even if you're not, you just have like, you got a best friend. If you're around someone who's your best friend, you guys got that synergy. You got that energy. You've got that connection, and it's obvious. Like you can feel the connection between people, whether it's friendship or something beyond friendship. Chantal and Salah do not have that couple energy. Absolutely do not. They don't have that. We are a couple. We are a team. We're into each other. We're connected to one another to the point where we almost know each other's thoughts. We can pick up on what the other one wants without a word being said. They don't have that. I told you guys a picture that I get in my head when it comes to Salah and Foodie. This is what I picture. I picture a crowded coffee shop, every seat taken except two. And then they both walk in. They are complete strangers. And they want a cup of coffee, but there's only two seats. So to get that cup of coffee, they have to sit next to each other, which is awkward. They don't want to sit next to each other, but it's like there's nowhere else to sit. So they sit next to each other, and Chantal is sitting next to him, trying to make conversation with him, but he's like, I really don't want to talk to her, but I'll be polite and I'll talk to her. It's like that. That's the picture I get in my head with those two. Like two strangers that have no energy, no connection, that are forced to be near each other for a minute, but they clearly, there's no connecting point. Absolutely none.
rumor is that these two, when they're out and about in public together, they do not show up as a couple.
Nope.
They
Nope.
just act like friends. It's like, how can they be married? Are they really courting? I feel like there's a thing here of like, well, are they courting? Like, what's going on? They don't even act. There is no physical affection. There is no love. No one thinks that they are in a relationship together. No one. No one, no one, no one thinks that they are in a relationship together. Like,
And
this is
Foodie likes to say, people say that because of her size. Maybe people judge on that a little bit. They look at him, they look at her and go, why? But Chantal, even if, let's just say you were 200 pounds versus almost 600, which you are, and I'll stand on business on that one, that you're 550 plus. But anyway, even if you were 200 pounds, let's just say 200 pounds, he's not into you. It's obvious he's not into you. The attraction thing goes beyond the physical. The physical is part of it, but it's about connection of the soul. It's about connection of the emotions. It's about connections about a lot of things. He's not into you. You irritate him to no end, and it takes everything he's got to deal with you. You get on his nerves, and I'm sure he gets on your nerves too, and that's coming right through as well. Y'all get on each other's nerves. He is not your favorite person. You are not his favorite person. You are just the person. If he walked in a room and you were in there, he wouldn't immediately look for your eyes. He would avoid your eyes and walk the other way. People can pick up on that energy. They can. It's so strong.
Is yeah. Let's just see, how did this rumor start? Comes again from the family, being like, yeah, they don't even act like a couple. Like, they do
No.
not like her.
Yeah, they don't act like a couple. As a matter of fact, they got that weird ass energy of he acts more of the adult than she does, and she's older than him. Chantal, I don't know how you act in public away from the camera, but I just see what you act like in front of the camera. You act like a little kid. You talk like a little kid. You you don't talk and appear as a mature woman. You act like a child. And that's just off-putting. And it's weird when you have a guy who's supposed to be your husband and he's awkward all by himself. And then there you are, older than him, trying to act younger than him in a way, I guess, to fit with him. I really hope that you don't do the baby voice in public and calling him dada, because people are just going to look at you funny. They're going to look at you sideways. Like, that's why they're like, these people cannot be a couple because she's acting like a child. And this just is, it's so odd.
And does Chantal feel? Chantal is triggered by this. Like, out of all of them, Chantal is super triggered, and this is what causes a lot of fights between the two of them, is how she is treated in public with him, and when they do go out, when they are seen, this triggers her because he wants nothing to do with her, and she wants to fight, she wants to scream, she wants to argue because why aren't you giving me attention? Why aren't you caring? Why are you treating me like this? This causes fight.
Can I say something about that? Look, I am not a Salah fan. Never have been, never will be. But if this whole thing, the whole time, was just a contractual agreement between two people, Chantal went to him and said, just fake love me. Just play a part on YouTube. Play the part as my husband. Act like you're my husband. Say I love you. I'll give you a paycheck just for your acting job. If that was the contract, no intimacy involved, no touching involved, no kissing, no nothing. If that was the contract and he said yes to it, then he said yes to only what was agreed upon. And if she is trying to push back the boundary by almost forcing him to give her affection, I think that's gross. I think it's gross to force yourself onto anyone. Like, if you know they don't want you, if you know they don't want to touch you, they don't want you in their personal space like that, you should not force your way into their space. No means no. If someone says, I don't want to touch you, I don't want to kiss you, I don't want to cuddle with you, accept it and be respectful. But it sounds like she's not. She's mad because she wants to go in public with Salah and hold his hand and act like a wife and, in a way, claim him. Being out in public with him and holding his hand and being affectionate, that is her way of claiming him. She's being territorial. And he wants nothing to do with that because he's not into her and he doesn't want to appear like he's her property. They're really together if they're really not.
The way he shows up to her in public triggers her, I think, almost worse than when she's in Canada with her family. How does the community see this? They're like, yeah, man, that's what you
And to be fair, and to be fair, and I know Chantal watches my tarot reacts. I know you do, Chantal. Don't lie. To be fair, Chantal, let me put the shoe on the other foot for a minute. Let me just switch the table around. Imagine, like be Salah for a minute. Be Salah for just a minute. Imagine that you're essentially working with somebody, and this person makes a point to not brush their teeth for days or weeks on end. This person makes a point to not shower, to not clean themselves, to not wear deodorant, to not shave, to just just waft in odorous scents all the time. Not wash their clothes. They sweat and sweat and sweat and they smell. I'm sorry, Chantal, you sweat and you smell. You do. So you're dealing with a person who is very smelly, very dirty. Their clothes are filthy. Their breath stinks. And they want your affection. Imagine being Salah and someone who is just layered in stench, smelling everywhere. Their clothes stink. And they want you to be romantic. Chantal, if you had a guy in front of you that was the mirror image of you, that was unwashed, unbathed, not brushing the teeth, gross, not clean themselves properly, would you want to cuddle up to them? Probably not. That's the irony of your life, Foodie, is you want to be as gross as you want to be, which is your choice. And you want a partner who's the complete opposite of you. And you expect this complete opposite to put up with things that you yourself would never put up with if you were in their position. Because you're kind of being a hypocrite. You want to be almost 600 pounds, gross, disgusting, and yet you want a partner who is not those things. So if you're wondering why am I not getting affection? Why am I not getting kisses? Why am I not getting cuddle time? Why won't he touch me intimately? Girl, that's why. Because stench is stench. It is off putting, it's gross, it's nasty. It doesn't turn anybody on unless they have a fetish for it. That's why he ain't touching you. He's not into you, and he's not into your stench either.
These two have had duke out fights in the middle of the street before. She has screamed at him in the middle of the street,
Oh,
and people do not understand how he puts up with it.
yeah, I'm sure they do. They're like, why are you still with her again?
This has caused massive fights that can be heard. If they're fighting in a car, you can hear them screaming from inside the car. This triggers her so bad every time they go in public. It's why she doesn't like going in public, because she is triggered that he will not pay attention to her.
He's embarrassed by her. He's absolutely embarrassed. I don't know if part of that is due to her weight. It might be. I think maybe half the reason is because of her size. She's bigger than he is. But I think another part of that is just her being disgusting with her hygiene. The fact that she doesn't take care of herself. She is not a well put together hygienic person, and it's humiliating for him. It's embarrassing.
At the bottom of the deck, it's the Seven of Wands. It's like this can't be avoided, though. It can't be avoided. You have to face things. You have to face your licks. Okay, so now I want to take a look, because here in the community, we are a heavily speculatory channel, but there's also been like, Chantal, are you really a Muslim, or are you just cosplaying as one? And I want to take a look at, how does the local like faith, the people of the faith who are of the Muslim religion, see her? How have they heard about her? How do they see her? How do they see her? So let's see. How do they see her? How do they see Chantal? The local people of the faith. You have ill intentions, bad intentions. You do not define us. She's erratic, not passionate. She holds, she manipulates. Girl, you're not faithful at all.
Mm-mm.
Instead of holding that cross upright, why are you holding it upside down? Why is this? She also is very proclamatory of the Muslim faith. I don't know if this is coming from her YouTube channel more and people knowing about her YouTube channel and what she's presented herself as rather than what she presents herself as. Well, I'm hearing no about that. It is how she presents herself in the community. And people look at her and it's like, you do not represent us. I think it's because of the hijab.
Mm.
There's something about like the head covering where it's like you give this the head covering a bad name. Because from a material influence here as well, there's rumors that she's a witch. I'm just gonna say that there's rumors that she's a witch. Um, they don't believe she's Muslim. They believe she's a witch. There's some sort of I don't know if there's a rumor or if there's just speculation or if it's just a murmuring, but I believe they think she's a witch. Just gonna say that because the unseen ops, because the hopes and fears here, it's like
We witches don't claim her. I'm just going to put that out there.
you. They're like we do not associate with you. You do not. No, no, we don't associate with you because the unseen obstacle is again she is doing non-Muslim things. People have there's a lot of speculation. Uh, I don't know why I'm hearing this or I'm seeing this, but I'm seeing there's a it's from the someone's perspective that I'm going down a hallway. I'm going to knock on someone's door because I need to ask them a question, or it's late at night and I need to go down to this door, and like I'm open and like I don't even knock because I don't even think about it, and I open. Or I open the door, or the door's open like a crack, and I slightly open it, and I just see a wall of candles. There's an altar. There's a wall of candles. There's something at the center of it. She's not a Muslim. That's the first and foremost. She's not a Muslim. Because the negative influence here is she's trying to portray herself as this Mother Teresa type of figure. Negative influence, or what's going for her? She talks a big game. She talks the talk. Here in the past, well, she's taken the Shahada. She seems to be connected to her religion. However, here in the future, she's like, you guys got to go. You have to go. To Yvonne, there's something new she wants to try or something new that she's going to try and do. She's going to revert back to Christianity.
Uh,
The faith community over there just like you need to reevaluate where you're going because you do not represent us. I am going to leave it at that, y'all. Feel free, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions down below. Leave a mosque if you would like for this video. I feel like we could use some prayer, some healing. If you don't want to leave a mosque, you can leave whatever faith of which you believe. If that's with nature, if that's with paganism, if that's with XYZ things, feel free, do whatever you feel comfortable with. I appreciate any and all engagement on my videos as it helps more people see my videos and it gets boosted in the algorithm. Otherwise, I really just want to say a great big thank you to everyone who's been watching. If you want to book a personal reading with me or join YouTube members, all those links are in the description box and pinned comment. Otherwise, again, I really want to say thank you for watching and I hope to see you all in the next one.
Wonderful reading, Sunburst, and thank you so much for doing it. Always a pleasure. Always pleasant to react to you. So, what do you guys think? It sounds like the community does not like Chantal, and there are rumors abound. And you know what? Part of that is her fault. If she came there and she made people a whole lot of promises, and she's not fulfilling her promises, and she's showing a bunch of bad behavior, can she blame people for talking about her? Like words getting around about Chantal, but I'm going to wait for y'all's comments and look down below. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to go ahead and post this to YouTube. Y'all take care and have a good one. Bye bye. Oh, look down below for the description for Sunburst Tarot's video and follow that back to her channel. All right, I'm out, y'all. Bye.